5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
How much you doing? Whole thing. Fuck it.
The whole thing.
Just a little bit of that.
What you know?
Girl, I know this might seem strange, but let me know if I'm out of order for stepping to you this way. See, I've been watching you for a while,
Fuck it, whole song.
and I just gotta let you know that I'm really feeling your style.
All right,
There we
what's
go.
up, y'all? Welcome back to the No Chaser podcast. We're going to be in this studio for a handful of episodes. We'll see where it goes. You know, we're in a
just bouncing
transitional
around.
period. We just bouncing around.
We that cool friend that bounces from couch to couch.
Yeah, he's just trying to figure his life out. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
And today we got a very special guest. If y'all came up in the glory days.
The old days.
The old days.
If y'all old as hell.
The washed up days.
The YouTube golden days.
When everything was the way it's supposed to be.
When we all actually made money.
I miss money.
And you know, you recognize Dormtainment. This is my guy, Mike Dam. What's up, man?
Thank you guys for having me, man.
I appreciate you
Pleasure.
pulling up.
Yep.
Quick side note about us being old. So recently,
I saw that. I know exactly what you're talking about. That meme that Kevin came on stage retweeted.
oh, let's talk about that too,
Oh,
but that's not what I'm talking about. I was gonna say this morning. So I recently had like a small part on an episode of this show, Blind Spotting on Stars.
Okay.
And one of my first like really like actual scripted things that I booked. So I was happy about that. So people have been tweeting me about it. But this girl referenced me in a way that like made me feel away. She was like, man, seeing Tim on Blind Spotting, all the 09 YouTubers are really doing well right now. It makes me so happy. And I'm like, why is this giving? I just saw my favorite 90s sitcom star.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it like that.
I was like, God, it makes me feel so.
I just haven't gotten that yet, so I didn't even know how to process that. But now that you're in that position, you say it. I'm like, yeah, I guess that would bite at you a little bit. It's like, I'm still young. I feel like in our heads, well, it is going to happen, but we have so much more we want to do that we haven't even started yet.
100%, yeah.
So, for people to be like, well, you're making a comeback.
Or like,
That's so cool they brought him back, man.
what happened to that dude? You still making little videos or whatever?
Am I?
I'm finally free, don't you know,
Right.
man? Yeah, and also in reference to what you were talking about, there was like kind of a viral tweet of like, which YouTuber did you grow up on?
Yeah, and they had like 9 YouTubers face.
Yeah.
And none of them were like represented anybody that grew up in like, this culture.
Yeah.
Wait. You telling me there's younger people that people grew up on?
Oh, 100%, dog.
That makes me feel away.
Like I tell you, or in the group, and to be fair, he's been doing his thing for a while. Like Logan Paul was in this group, but there's also like Mr. Beast, with Jenna Marbles, who is kind of like our generation.
Yeah.
PewDiePie was in there.
PewDiePie, yeah.
PewDiePie. KSI was in there.
KSI
was the only black one.
Yeah.
And
But even like, as far as like an Asian dude, there's no like Niga Higa, who was like super OG with it. So
That's crazy.
it was a limited selection. Obviously, they couldn't put everybody. Well, whoever made the tweet. I was talking about this with the guys the other day, just about list. And anyone out of nowhere can make a list, and it can become a thing, and people will get emotional about it.
that's what's so dumb, dog. Like
Yeah.
people literally tweet nowadays, I feel like just to piss people off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why do we like give so much attention and time to a random ass person making a list
Yeah.
when everything is so subjective,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
There were people who were doing that on purpose,
Mhm.
just to go viral, just so people would come for the conversation. And it's funny. If you want to do that, here's the best way to do it, though. Sprinkle a couple really credible people on that list. And then the rest, bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna piss people off.
Like who was it
Know how
that
to
was
troll, man.
that was really upset? I think it was like a top 50 best rappers. And I think
yeah.
was it Ja Rule? That was I
don't
think
know.
It was somebody.
There's a few people who are upset about that list.
No. Here's what it was. Shit. I want to say it was like either a Nelly or somebody wasn't included in like top 50. I'm like, top 50 is kind of crazy
That's a lot of people.
to not have Nelly in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even if, and that's the thing about it. I feel like a lot of people making these lists, they're just looking at what's relative to like now.
Yeah.
And they're not like you because like
or just their personal liking.
Yeah, so it's so pointless.
And different criterias, like he's
man.
dope, but he didn't sell this much. So and so sold this.
It's like you can have an opinion, but once you put it on paper, it's official.
Oh yeah, it's official.
It's so silly, man.
Jim Jones is going through that right now, because Charlemagne has Pusha T in his 50 greatest.
Okay,
and Jim Jones is like, nah.
Really?
Nah, yeah.
He said, he said, in order to be the 50 greatest, you got to influence culture. Girls want to be with you. Guys want to be like you. He's like, no one ever wanted to be like Pusha T.
And then he was like,
I didn't.
He was like, could you rap along the 5 Pusha T songs right now? I was like, hey, that's not fair.
It's not fair. That's what I'm saying. It's all subjective what your criteria is because, okay, no, I never listened to a Pusha T song and was like, I want to be Pusha T. Yeah. But I like... And I couldn't rap a whole Pusha T verse, okay, to be fair. But I always have been like, I love the way he raps. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then it's like, what is the criteria? Because then you got, it's all semantics, right? Yeah. Especially like, you talking about like lyricist versus rapper versus MC versus...
If we talking drug rap though, drug rap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like top 3.
I'm not going to argue with that.
And for some reason, I just can't relate to that rap. So,
most people can't. So that's why you could say rap a Pusha T verse and everybody say,
Yeah, man, like the same people would say, like that would make and I would say this is a valid argument that like Tupac isn't a necessarily lyrical rapper. He's more of a storyteller.
Emotional.
Yeah, like I feel like Pac tells one of the best storytellers, like emotional, right? You really feel his music, but like, is he a metaphor guy? Is he barred out? No. You know?
He got similes.
He got a couple
up and down like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Hey, and that'll do it. And that's as far as it goes for him right there. But
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It all really depends on what is your criteria.
It's like everybody has, and that's the thing too, like with doing music, you realize everybody has their strengths. And once you realize your strength, that's when you become powerful because it's like, I might not be the best singer, but I could probably perform better than most people. So it's like hone in on that. But people might
make music? No, I'm just playing.
That's good. Just trying to slide that in there. But I just think everybody has their thing, and you just got to focus on that. Some people are lyricists, but you don't have to be be a big rapper because Tupac is considered the best rapper. He's not a lyricist.
And that's the thing too that I feel like where like the rap genre, it gets in the way of itself when you choose to define things so much. Yeah. Because like, let's say we look at the overall blanket category of rock music, right? Mm-hmm. And then you got like heavy metal and indie rock and like screamo or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Where they're all so different. I feel like you would never put Metallica in a top 10 with like, I don't know, fucking Blink-182, right? Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Right.
And then you got rap and they want to put everything under rap when like, rap. I don't know, like a Bone Thugs is completely different than a Tyler, the Creator. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. I mean, but that just comes from the whole racism thing. You're black, you're a rapper.
Yeah, you're one thing.
How many times have you heard hip-hop artist Chris Brown, excuse me?
That's true.
Before he was rapping at all, he was hip-hop artist or like that. So we don't get the subcategories. You know what I'm saying? We give certain things, conscious rap, backpack rap, shit like that. But for the most part, you're rapping. Same thing.
You black, you rapping.
Yeah.
So I like
getting better though. We got drill.
Yes, which is completely different. Yeah,
we got UK drill, New York drill, Chicago drill. Like we
stream with the pop talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Gonna call.
Gonna cancel you.
I was quoting direct lines from somebody right there. No, but I like. Okay, so this is gonna help me segue because, specifically, man, I know you make music. And also, like, I wanted to bring you in specifically because Chance the Rapper, and I just wanted to pick your brain, okay? Chance the Rapper got into some little heat recently because, he was it was Carnival, right? Carnival. And he was grinding on some women's that were at the parade. And so...
Jamin.
Yeah. So, and people were upset. They were like, "Oh, this fool forgot about his wife. Isn't he supposed to be married? Blah 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 blah." And now, check this out, right? I didn't grow up around like dance hall culture, aside from like Club Boogie on Sundays, and I'll go to the reggae room, right?
Yeah. And now it's full of white girls with braids.
When did you move to LA, dog?
2013.
Okay. So, growing up in the like Long Beach 562 area, there was a Club Boogie in Anaheim, and it's kind of as soon as we're 18 or over, we all started going there, right? And there was one room. It was a huge club. And there was one room specifically called the reggae room. And it was mainly it was like the hip hop room, right? But like say white girls with braids. It was just where everybody that enjoyed hip hop would be in that room, right? It would, and
they come off vacation and go straight to the club, pretty much. The braids still in their hair.
It was fun, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the whole point, that's what I was talking about. So I never grew up around that culture, but even growing up, I always felt like when you're grinding and you're dancing, I feel like that's just kind of a part of dancing, right? Yeah. And if my chick specifically had no issues with that, then I would be like, okay, cool. It's just all part of dance. We're just dancing, you know what I'm saying? I never really looked at it as, I wouldn't call it cheating per se, right? I can see where it would get inappropriate.
Yeah.
But I feel like Carnival culture, right? I feel like that is something people just look at as like, oh, this is just dancing, this is whatever, right? So you're Jamaican.
Yeah.
Even though you told me Jamaican isn't necessarily like a Carnival, like
right. I was, basically, it's not necessarily a part of our culture as well. Like my mom didn't know anything about Carnival. From my research that I did right before I came here, Carnival actually started in 1990 in Jamaica. Oh, it started in early, like late 80s in Trinidad, and they moved it to Jamaica. So Jamaica is like a hosting place for Carnival. Oh, so it's like if how VidCon is in Anaheim, but doesn't mean Anaheim is VidCon. You know what I'm saying? It's just a place where we host it, and Jamaica loves it because it brings in mad money from other islands. And I see why they would want to host a island thing in Jamaica, because Jamaica is considered like the island of islands.
Right.
But it's not necessarily Jamaican culture. So when you asked, I was like, that shit don't fly necessarily with a lot of people I know. Like, you ain't gonna get a lot of Jamaican women that's gonna look at that and be like, no, I'm not seeing nothing wrong with that. No, they're gonna have a problem with that.
I see.
And then a lot of Jamaican men would never allow their wife to be in that situation.
Okay.
So like Jamaican men are the most jealous men, There's no like leeway of like, oh, it's Carnival. Like, no. We don't play that. So
I see. Oh, in my head it was like, everybody's cool with this out there.
No. Because Jamaicans are known for jumping off tables and doing that too.
Yo, I've always wanted to go to one of those.
Right, but even that's basically the ratchet side of Jamaica. There's not a lot of Jamaicans who are like, let's go jump off tables. Like, it's not. That's a subculture in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But most people are just like, you whine. If you go to a club with someone, you whine with them, or you stay in a corner with them and you grind on them all night. And it's probably someone you know or your significant other. But just gratuitous slapping and stuff, that is more of a like other islands, Guyana and Trinidad and all those places. That is something they mostly do at those things. And do they accept it? I don't know.
Damn it. Well, then you're just a waste of the Uber ride today then,
man. I'm telling you. I told him too, I was like, Jamaicans,
I needed someone to Jamaicans don't. Theory.
But I feel like I had to come on here because everybody needs to know, because a lot of people are tweeting like, y'all don't know the culture, man. Y'all
well, I saw those
tripping.
Too. Yeah.
And I feel like they think they know the culture. Because to me, it's just human beings. No one's gonna want to see they man or they woman back, doing shit like that.
Well, you done know. You done know.
Like, I mean, you would you want to?
No, I wouldn't. But here's the thing, too. I feel like if it was a mutual understanding, let me put myself in the situation real quick, right? Let's say me and wifey were both going to a carnival, right? And but then she'd be in one of them outfits. Yep. Okay, you're right. No, I probably wouldn't.
And then the dude is probably just wearing some swim shorts.
Sweats, yeah, some swim
not
shorts.
Not even swim shorts,
Okay, probably not. But here's the thing also, right? I know how it is to really have your relationship out in the open like that, like Chance the Rapper does. And to think that he would do this, where of course everyone's gonna have their phones out
Yep.
without
The camera was right there.
Right
He
there.
knew he was being recorded.
So like it'd be stupid to do that and pretend like this. I'm not supposed to be doing that. I feel
Right.
like if he's out there like that, then his
Yeah.
wife is cool with it. You know?
She has to be.
Hmm.
I felt it seemed playful and like whatever until the slaps.
The slap, I know. The slap, yeah, I know.
yeah.
We're a little too far.
A little too
but
far.
Same way. I have the same thinking. Like seeing as though the camera was right there. He
Mhm.
knew he was on camera. I feel like this is something that's okay within his relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, I'm not gonna make any judgments there.
Yeah, man.
He can't be that stupid.
But
But he might be.
he might be.
But the lesson here is don't talk about how much you love your wife publicly all the time. Because then people want to hold you to
Yep.
that
Gonna hold you accountable.
when you start doing hoe
Oh, you
shit.
love your wife? I can't wait
Yeah.
for you not to love your wife.
It's so silly because, you know, I be out there with how much I love my wife, right?
Mhm.
So literally, so even this a couple episodes ago when we had that butt naked Kazumi on the
Mhm.
show, obviously I'm not gonna have her butt naked on the show if my wife's not cool with this shit, right?
Right.
But knowing that, I gotta really preface everything.
Yep.
Before the episode even dropped, I had to do all right, y'all, disclaimer.
Yep.
We got a butt naked
Yeah.
woman on the show.
But it helped.
Yes,
I saw that.
my wife knows.
Yeah, because I mean, to be honest, as a consumer, as
Mhm.
someone who watches and
Mhm.
sees your stuff, I kind of think that right off top. Like,
of course.
my first thought was, damn, his wife cool with that?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not, I know you, I'm cool with you.
Yeah.
Whether she did or not, you still my dog. Like, I still fuck with you, but
I don't care what she like.
you know what I'm saying? I ride for Timothy. Nah, but that was my first thought. I was like, and it wasn't like no judgment. It's just like, damn, his wife know about it. But you saying it puts me at ease too. Like, okay, I could watch this
That makes a lot of sense.
and feel comfortable because
Yeah.
he's comfortable, she's comfortable, we're
Right.
all comfortable. So I feel like it is a little tedious,
Mhm.
but it is part of being in front of the people's eye. If you
Yeah.
say you're this and people hold you to that, you got to make certain moves when you do certain things.
Especially, people should know by now, it's all a facade, guys. I don't really love my wife.
This is for views, man.
They told me that
Fake
being
marriage,
married would
fake
improve my
kids.
income.
They said, if I want that engagement up, I'll get engaged up. You know what I'm saying?
Bars. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, I understand.
He should have wore a shirt that said, "My wife knows about this." And he would have trolled everybody, but they would have laughed and been like, "It
Facts.
says it right there." Like that's all he would have had to do.
Well, speaking of shirts, the porn star that was on, Kazumi, you know, she gave me one of her I fucked Kazumi t-shirts.
Mhm.
And the shirt is it's a cool shirt, but I'd be like, damn it, I can't wear this shit. unless I like write in with white out. Just playing.
What's Kazumi?
She is the butt naked porn star that was on.
So she sells shirts that says
I
I.
fuck Kazumi, yeah.
Okay, so do you get to do it if you buy a shirt?
Well, when she gave it to me, she was like, here's a shirt for you. You can't wear it. It's like stolen valor if you wear it. So you probably can't. People gonna be mad at you if you wear it and
Yeah.
didn't fuck me. So I guess if you see someone rocking it, they have fucked Kazumi.
Wow.
It's safe to assume.
Guys, it's all about confidence when it's time for sex, am I right? Now, what's a better confidence booster than a fun round with your partner, all courtesy of the chewables from BlueChew.com. What's BlueChew.com? BlueChew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. And now, they also have Vardanafil mint-flavored chewables with the active ingredient in Levitra and Staxin, so you can stay hard and fresh, you little funky breath, limp noodle boy. Blue Chew's tablets combat all forms of ED and can help men gain extra confidence when it's time to perform. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part, it's all done online, all right? Blue Chew's tablets are made in the good old US of A, and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than a pharmacy. Now that's just lit. So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com. Look, we just made another baby. And Lord knows when you're trying to get it in and get a girl pregnant, you got to go a lot of rounds because it doesn't always work out the way you think it does. And your penis gets tired. Blue Chew definitely helped me out, okay? Strong erection. And guys, here's a special deal for you. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code TIM at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code TIM to receive your first month free.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. You ever been to a carnival?
Oh, No, I don't fuck with that shit.
Oh, you at all? What you mean?
No.
Well,
Cause
what?
he real Jamaican.
I'm a real Jamaican, bro.
He ain't one of these 1990s Jamaicans.
Yeah, man. No, 2000s Jamaicans. I am a 90s Jamaican. I'm not. I don't. That thing doesn't appeal to me. And most, like, right before I came to, I texted
that ting.
that thing don't appeal to me.
This fool ain't no real Jamaican.
So I didn't. Sorry, I didn't drop my age. But right before I got here too, I was texting other Jamaicans just to see how they felt about just Carnival before I even brought up Chance, and they're like, "Oh, I don't deal with that thing, man."
Really? So you think it has it? Would you say it's become more of like a touristy thing? Then?
It is. It is, and other islands love it, and I think that's their like hub to go to Jamaica and do it. But Jamaicans be there. A lot of Jamaicans be there too, but most Jamaicans are just like, "Oh, this is coming to our island." It does bring money, but a lot of the money isn't even really like allocated. It's a lot behind it. Where Jamaicans are kind of like, it's like how South Beach is for Miami people.
I got you.
You know
like
what I'm saying?
almost like when the Olympics come to a city.
Yeah.
All right, and everybody that actually lives there is like, oh, God.
Yes. Because a lot of that music is not like soca is not necessarily a Jamaican
I see what you said.
genre.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have Jamaican artists do soca here and there, but we're reggae dancehall. And then Carnival doesn't necessarily embrace reggae dancehall.
Well, all my Toronto Jamaican fam, they go crazy with the Carnival.
You want to be right so bad.
Well,
I'm just counterpointing.
Toronto Jamaicans, I love you guys, but y'all are a whole different breed, man. Y'all have mixed leprechaun.
What you saying, fam?
It's a lucky charm. It's giving me a lucky charm, fam.
Wow, fam. So you're not gonna reach if I invite you to Toronto, fam?
Nah, I'll reach. Does that mean touchdown? Yeah.
It means like, are you gonna like pull up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wow, you're gonna have a lot of people cheese in the comments, fam.
See. I can't, man.
Drama.
Hey, that can come from me. I'm a real Jamaican. Their lingo comes from my people. You know what I'm saying? It's an export.
It's so
I want to go to one of them Hardy Boys off the top rope Jamaican parties, man. Like I've always wanted to go to one of those.
It won't be I don't think it'll be in a safe place.
Right.
I'm scared.
Yeah. I don't think those are ever in a like place where they have dinner tables.
I mean, I'll tell you what, once
only breakaway tables.
Only
breakaway tables. Like the fucking actual WWE tables that they bring out.
I heard you they sell them like tables at a club. Like you walk in like $30 for a breakaway table.
That's funny.
Like, let me give it a treat. Tree breakaway tables.
It's a dude selling really cheap bootleg tables outside.
Right.
Oh,
super
man.
like easily broken ones.
Yeah.
Nah. He got ones that don't break. Telling you they break. You gonna fuck your shit up.
They're like, fuck,
this one to break, man. This one to break.
Shit, wait, were you born in Jamaica?
Nah, but I was raised there.
Okay. Oh, word. Okay.
My mom brought me to the States to have a U.S. citizen baby, so I could file for her one day.
Oh,
and even though that didn't happen, but as soon as I was born, she sent me to live with my dad and her mom. So I spent time between my dad and my grandma in Jamaica. So my first upbringing, like school-wise, was Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
And then when I came here, I was like,
how old were you?
5.
Oh, okay.
I was like, whoa, there's white people are not actually white. It's like they're a different hue of brown.
The spicy whites.
Just white people. I didn't know I didn't know what white people look like. I just heard the name white people. And I always used to vision like white on a wall. Like, damn, there's people like that walking around.
There's white people in Jamaica, isn't there?
Not where I lived. And my world was so small. It was literally school, home.
Yeah, true. You were 5. What part of Jamaica were you in?
My dad was in Patrick City in Kingston.
Okay.
And then my grandma lived in Portmore in Waterford, which is like a more hood area.
Word. Okay. There's like mad Asians in Jamaica though.
Yeah, there is. Asians have come and bought up Jamaica.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's not really a great thing, but
God damn.
Like our whole highway was like donated, but we owe them, like we gave them land for it. They built our highway, but then they said, hey, give us some land. So and then it's been like that though from the beginning. Since I was a kid, I've seen this. It'll be random Asian grocery, like people who own grocery stores in the hood, like in the middle of nowhere, in the country of Jamaica, but they be Asian.
That's what we do, man.
Yeah. Y'all really saw the potential in Jamaica a long time ago before a lot of people. So
maybe, yeah. What kind of Asians out there? Is it Chinese or?
Jamaicans are a little racist. We call every Asian Mr. Chin. So.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, man, that's how it is everywhere. You know,
we call every Asian Mr. Chin, and then a lot of them be, I'm not Chinese, motherfucker. What type of Mr. Chin? Everybody say Mr. Chin, man. Mrs. Chin, Mr. Chin. That's what we just call everybody that.
Yeah, I had to. I remember one time I was at a Church's Chicken with the homies because we used to go every Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I forgot, it was this little chubby black kid called me Chinaman, and I was like, do I get mad or do I try to educate this little boy? I was like, hey, look, man. It's like, it's not even worth it.
No, you should have. Yeah, he probably didn't know.
Man, yeah, probably, but I feel like he was so little.
That's a perfect time. You gotta let him know right there before
he'd be telling everybody, they not all Chinese.
Who was that?
That's a little fat baby.
That was the little character from PJ.
Right.
Oh, super.
That was very detailed of somebody, but I don't know who.
Yeah, I've only ever really been to the super like touristy parts of Jamaica. You know what I'm saying?
Montego Bay, Ocho Rios.
Yeah, Montego Bay.
It's fine. My first time going to the tourist part of Jamaica was like at a grown age, 25, 26. And I never experienced Jamaica like that, like a tourist.
Oh, really?
And man, I loved it.
Well, of course.
Usually people go and they're like, I can't wait to go experience it like a real citizen. Well, I've had that.
Fuck all that, man.
Nah, man, I was in the resort. They were like, we can go somewhere. Nah, I stay in the resort, go by this pool, get all the pina coladas. I let the Jamaicans talk to me like I'm a tourist. Yeah, man. Whatever. They don't need to know I'm from here.
You know, I feel like I remember I went with Chia's family one time, and we were just walking through some shops, and the hair braid lady, because my hair was kind of long at that point. They kept wanting to braid my hair. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, it's not okay anymore when I go back home, guys. I
want to ask you, why didn't you do it? What made you apprehensive?
For one, I just didn't feel like it. And for two, I was like, if I come back here with braided hair, Instagram's gonna get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can't. There was a time when my hair was like long, and I would have my homegirl braid me up every once in a while, and she is auntie braided my hair one time, and I think it was before people was really getting upset about that. And the homegirl that braids my hair now, she'll be like, Tim, you can still braid your hair. I'm like, I'm good, Steph. I'll pass for now.
Listen, they're really mean to me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me not.
It's a shame, man. I'm sorry, man, but it is what it is, man. We don't have a lot.
And I'm not mad. Yeah. I get it. I don't have to braid my hair. Yeah. It's like, hey, man, I'm good with just keeping my hair the way it's not a big. I'm not about to get into a tussy about it. Just because I feel like getting my hair braided, right? But if I feel like it's. I think it was some white influencer. I think it was Cameron Dallas. He was on some island. It might have been Jamaica. He was out there, came back, posted a little picture, had his hair braided, and people was going in his comments. I was like, yo, this is just what happens to white people in Jamaica, man. They get their hair braided.
That's the experience for them. That's the experience. That's what they pay for.
That's funny because they can't be like, a black lady did this.
I
know. Yeah. But in Jamaica, I feel like we don't really care. Yeah. That's why we do it. Like,
yeah.
And when we like, as a part of I don't know, when you went there, were a lot of people just like yelling at you, yeah, man?
There would be the occasion, like, there were some yamans.
Yeah, and that's something that like we know we don't go around saying that to each other.
Right, I figured as much.
But
that's for y'all.
Yeah, but when you go to like my first time going to the tourist area, I'm like, ooh, they're using this. They're like they're hung on it. Like this is our catch point. Like
I picture like
that's funny.
I picture a Jamaican dude just working all the touristy events. Right, he comes back home after a long day after all the yamans. He's like takes off a hat with the locks attached to it. Like, God damn, it's a long ass day.
I said, yeah, man, 456 times.
I do have this one funny ass story. I've told it so many times though, but I might as well tell it here since I have a real Jamaican here. And I remember
had it on my eyes. Yeah. That's when I became official.
We basically stayed in the hotel and we just crossed the street to the beach, right? For the few days we were there. And it was one dude, Jamaican dude, you know, every time I crossed the street, he was always trying to sell me something, right? He was like, yeah, you know, like, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you a tour of the whole island, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, I'm cool, man. We're just going to kick it with the family, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, what was he saying? He was offering me all types of shit, right? He was like, oh, we got this, we got that. And then I was like, I'm good. And he was like, ganja? I was like, I'm cool. I don't really smoke like that, blah, blah, blah. And he kind of stopped. Oh, and he was like, he didn't know I was with the family. He was like, I got women if you want women. I was like, I'm cool.
Mhm.
And then he was like, cocaine? I'm definitely good. I'm definitely good on the cocaine,
Yeah.
bro.
Like, ain't that a bitch? You got a toaster?
Oh, they be hustling. I mean, most islands, everybody hustles. There's always those hustlers on the island. They be
Mhm.
hustling out there.
Yeah, man. I was
He had a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
like, I want to see what the truck looks like. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Opens up the door to the van. Is women in there? Is weed? Is fucking tour maps? Is Hello
Oh,
Kitty
like,
dolls?
I'm mad it
All on
got
hangers,
worse.
so just going through shit.
Hawaiian shirts next to bags of cocaine.
There it is.
Yeah, he got a whole like in Clueless when she pushed the button and all that
Yeah.
doing this. Oh man, gotta hustle. You know, gotta hustle the tourists.
Yeah, and if you're not a tourist, they just beg you.
Mm.
Yo, brother, I beg you $100 now. Come on, man.
$100.
brother, you're from here, right? $100, man. Well, you know, $100 in Jamaica is like 60 cents here.
Oh shit.
Oh, like 100 Jamaican dollars.
Yeah,
Oh, word. What is the name of the currency? Is it just Jamaican
dollars.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah.
The JDs.
Yeah.
I got 100 JDs for you
Yeah.
for that pound of cocaine. When was the last time you was in Jamaica?
Oh gosh, they're gonna kill me for this. 2015.
Like, you ain't been in 8 years and you trying to tell us?
Yeah. but
When was the last time y'all went?
right.
I got you.
But I have actual Jamaican family members and parents that I talk to on a daily. They're in America too, but they haven't left Jamaica. If you know what I mean. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They talk to me like as if I'm like we're in Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? We interact like that. So I get that taste of it all the time. But like the new culture, like as far as like I guess like the hip hop culture in Jamaica, like the new stuff, I wouldn't know anything about.
Oh, word.
But I don't want to know anything about it anyway. I'm old, man.
I feel it. I mean, hey, that doesn't mean you can't know a little bit, bro.
That's what it means, man.
I know. I feel you. I stopped knowing about shit a
I don't
long
care
time
anymore.
ago, man.
I know what I know from the 90s, and then that's it. Like
We really old, huh?
Yeah. We are those people.
I'm pressing 40. I don't know about y'all.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Not pressing it.
I see
but
40.
I can see it.
I'm seeing it. You know what I'm
I can see
saying?
it, but I ain't pressing.
I just turned the corner on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh shit, 40 right there.
I turned.
If I jump high enough, I can see 40. When I'm
You
standing
jump up-
still,
Yeah.
it's blocked.
You're in the back of the line of 40 right now.
I keep my sunglasses on to 40.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna get there.
Keep my immaturity shades on.
Oh yes, as long as I can ride it out. You know what I'm saying?
But
feel
I actually like the idea of aging. I feel like it's a reward. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like the number that you reach every year is a trophy. You know what I'm saying? You made it to another year. A lot of people can't say that shit.
Nah, I mean, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the only thing I'm looking forward to is a full white beard.
Damn.
But
Fire.
it happens sporadically.
I know that's
It's
what's
like
going.
13 right here,
Right.
and that just looked gross. So then I gotta
Yeah.
plug it. If it all could just come at once,
Right.
that'd be hard.
That's gonna take some time, man.
Yeah,
I mean, not gonna lie,
Tino
like
Mobley. Up.
Yeah.
my little salt and peppers that are coming in the sides look dope,
Yeah.
right? But I'm not ready to fully embrace that yet because I'm still trying to keep up the charade that I'm low key young, just for like Hollywood purposes.
Right,
you
right.
Feel me? Like, especially when I'm
MTV.
MTV and shit. You know, I'm still doing MTV shows and I'm still like going out for auditions and playing. Like, you know, I still get submitted for, I don't know, like
College and shit.
yeah. So I'm still
Yeah.
just trying to keep it in that lane,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not ready to embrace, but I do know when it does start going full, it's gonna look dope.
Mhm,
You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? To the point where the other day, dog, because you know I used to have like long hair for a minute, and I was like, yo, should I just start growing my hair out again so I could just have like pure, just gray crop?
It'd be fire.
Well, long hair when it's gray, it get crunchy. It's not gonna be as nice because
When long
dead.
hair gets gray, it gets crunchy.
Yeah, because it's dead. It's not the same.
No, but
healthy,
I'm gonna let it get
beautiful hair.
greasy.
Then it's just gonna be gross.
No,
think
it'll-
about
Have you ever seen greasy old gray long hair? It's not nice.
I've seen a older Asian dude with full out like gray man, but that shit look cool. So you know,
See, so it's just embracing the age, man. I look forward to all that stuff,
oh, I can see with your old ass
You take that?
outfit. No,
I didn't know if he was being serious. I thought I did good today. I thought I was pretty young today.
It's pretty fucking youthful.
You know what I'm saying? Bell bottoms can't get no younger than this.
yeah. I mean, I put on the larger than the skinnies as well because we talked about this before.
Skinnies are out.
The skinnies are out.
Jogger
Yeah.
style is out.
Finally, sick of you motherfuckers.
Not people,
The fact
Rick.
that-
Yeah, we're still here, but
Rick said, I identify as a bootcut man.
oh man, for a while I
Said,
was.
baby, I ain't fat. I'm boot cut.
Yeah.
I'm flared.
It's crazy how flared came back because for a while when skinnies were in, if you were wearing flares,
Bro.
it was like, what the fuck is wrong with
This
you,
nigga
bro?
do it.
Like, 40?
I've never, I can't say I've ever rocked a flared situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just think it looks funny because I'm short.
that's what you
Makes
think,
sense.
but no, it's not that. It's not. It would actually look cool on you. I had a short guy come and try on some pants that I made. I make pants too, you know what I'm
Word.
saying? But they looked good on.
Were they flared or were they stacked?
They're flared. They're like these, but then when on short people, it starts to look stacked.
Okay, see, a stack works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man.
I style you, man. Get you something different.
I could use a stylist situation sometimes. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah. Also, man, make sure y'all go to goodybrand.com. We always dropping new shit. It'll be too late to get this shirt by the time this episode drops.
Is that
Nah,
pizza and butt?
oh,
No,
yeah.
this shit. Yeah, it's
Pizza, butt, and boobs.
It's pizza. It's pizza. It's a
It's
yin
balance
yang
is what
sign,
it is.
Yep.
man.
and it's pizza on one side and ass and titties on the other side. And when I was designing the shirt, because we've been doing these Tim shirt of the months every month, where I like don't consult with the rest of the team. It's just whatever the fuck I think of. So I was like, I want to do a yin yang thing. So I was like, what is always on my brain? You know what I'm saying? I was like, food and butts.
Mm-hmm.
So I put it into the yin yang and it says balance. And that is the April shirt. If y'all are watching this and you missed out, you fucking missed out. You should follow Goody Brand, you idiot.
But there's still a bunch of other stuff available.
Yes.
Right now.
What you been up to, dog?
Sewing. I'm dropping a single that I really, really
Tell us about the music, man.
Man, that shit hard, bro. That shit depressing.
In what
Why
way?
the present?
That shit puts you through the cycle of depression. I'm not gonna lie to you. Someone told me this when I started music, who I really like look up to, and they said, "Man, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy."
What aspect of it?
Just the confidence,
Mm.
because okay. So I feel like I'm not doing what everybody else is doing in the moment, right?
Okay.
I'm trying to do something, not trying, I'm just naturally do something a little different.
You're in your own lane.
Yeah.
And when I do it, I love it
Yes.
right away. And I'm like, yo, this shit fire. But then the reception isn't always what you think it is.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, yo, I'm tripping.
Ah.
And then you do it again and you like, this is fire. And then
Ah.
you're like, I'm tripping. So it's this constant back and forth
Yeah.
of confidence.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, it's just to the point where sometimes you got to really like buckle down and keep going.
Yeah.
Because, whew,
Yeah.
it's a tough mental game. It's not like comedy. Sometimes I would do shit that I didn't think was funny, and people would love it.
Right.
Oh, this is hilarious, man! How do you do this? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not even that good.
I mean, I think all creatives struggle with that, right?
Mhm.
Especially, like the music has been on the back burner for me, but even in terms if we want to talk about the comedy shit, where I have a lot of weird sketch ideas that I think are hilarious,
Mm-hmm.
but I never did them because in my head I'm like, this is too weird for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if people would ever do it. But then the couple random times where I was like, let me fully embrace this weird shit.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't pop off the way I wanted it to, I'm like so proud of it. You feel me?
Mhm.
So then it's the struggle of like, do I want to do what truly makes me happy and fulfilled? Or do I want some views and some love?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's the balance. When you become successful that's the balance you find.
Mm-hmm.
You get out your way, you get out your ego of being like, I'm only gonna do my sound, fuck it.
Right.
And then you realize, well, what can I do that people will actually feel and like and feel good about, but it still represents me. And that's where I'm at. That's where I've accepted. Like, it took a while to get there, but that's where I'm at now. So I'm at the place where I'm like, okay, does this make people feel good? And if not, I'm okay with just making a song and just like never putting it out. But the stuff I put out, I want to make sure that someone likes this.
Of course.
People like this. This is going to be good. So this next one I'm putting out, people have told me before I even decided to put it out. People, like I put it on Instagram just as like the background music to something else. And more people talk about the song than the actual concept of the skit. So once I started seeing that, I just kept posting it because I was like, y'all like this?
Yeah.
And then I post another skit with the song behind it. Yo, what's this song though? And then people would DM me. So I was like, all right, this is gonna be the next single. I have 100, 200 but this is the one that seems to have people gravitate towards. I'll give it to the people. And it's like, everything else is for me.
Yeah.
You know?
That one feels right. It feels different.
Oh, you heard it?
I haven't heard the full, but I hear it in
the
the
snippet.
Hard to find, right?
Yep. See?
Yeah, it feels like, oh shit. Like before I I think it was probably the fourth time where I was like, oh, this must be him because he keeps using it. You know what I'm saying? So it was so, I think, different from what we expect. We, the viewer, the listener, and things like that. And I think that's what's going to be most difficult for people like you jumping from one lane to the next.
Oh, it has been, bro.
Yeah, because the people that are there, you feel like, okay, I have these eyes, I have these ears, let me put this on them. But they are there for very specific things. And you putting out something completely different. It was the same us with the clothing stuff.
Yeah.
You would think like millions of subscribers, followers, like we making that. But a lot of people aren't here for what we wearing. Like, make me laugh. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shit like that.
Yeah. Even the other day I performed for the first time with a live band. Like 3 weeks ago. And a lot of people afterwards was like, I didn't know you did music. Still to this day, it's been like 6 years. You know what I'm saying? But it's a slow that transition, and I didn't necessarily do it the best. Like
you mean the way you transition?
Yeah, like I didn't necessarily. I think it could have been a lot smoother, but that's here and there now.
Yeah.
But I could tell it took a long time for people to kind of forget a little bit that I even did comedy. And also just accept it. Like I had to gain people's trust now. Like I feel like I have a few people's trust where they're like, yo, you actually do make pretty good music. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I feel like, that's all you can do, man, is just keep doing it, right? Especially if it makes you happy.
And that's the thing, it made me happy, bro. And no matter what, I knew what makes money. I know what makes money, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, this is not making me, this over here makes me so happy, and to deny it doesn't make me happy.
And
so
that's when people get depressed, bro. Like when you get caught in the trap of I have to keep doing this one thing to make me money. Especially when you got one thing that kind of popped off. And you feel like you got to keep doing that because I need to maintain. And then you kind of have to push down all your like true passions and what really makes you happy and the shit that fulfills you. And then you get into a situation where you got all your money, but you're fucking sad. You know?
And see, I've had taste of everything. Like, it's like, there's been points where, I've been doing just this thing and money comes in, but then you feel like that emptiness and like, damn, but I don't feel like I'm actually like making a difference in what I want. I feel like I'm just doing what I have to do.
Right.
And then there's a point where you're on a creative high and you're doing everything you love and you're getting it out and you're creating at your highest point. But then you broke. And you broke and you like, damn, I can't even like fucking eat right like how I should, you know? So it's like a give and take. And then not only that, you got people who, if you do confide in and be like, yeah, I ain't really making no more money, they will tell you, well, you need to do something else. And they're not wrong because they want to see you eat and they want to see you survive. But at the same time, it makes you question yourself, like, are they right? Do I need to stop doing what I love to make money and eat? And it's like, that's a hard question because I still to this day, it's like, what's the yes or no to that?
It's a forever balance, man. Look, like the podcast shit, this is great, right? It's as far as for what it is, it's easy money. Come talk some bullshit for a couple hours. get some ad money, it's cool, right? It's the only thing consistently going up on my YouTube channel at this point. But I made a little skit the other day with the homies when we hadn't done a skit in a minute because, you know, people don't really fuck with those anymore on YouTube. And the views were trash, but I loved it. I loved the whole experience of it, right? Shooting it was fucking fun. Watching it back, like, I love it. The handful of people that tuned in were like, oh my God, the skits are back. This is great. And I think you gotta do that. At least you gotta fulfill that little itch sometimes, you know, so you don't go crazy.
Yeah.
Even with this, like you said, easy money, talking shit, whatever. But it could be so much more if we did key things that we just don't want to fucking do.
I know.
We can come on here, we can talk shit about celebrities. We could bash women.
Right.
Or we could take the flip side and bash men. The way the women would freaking repost that shit if we just in here talking all that shit. And it would be so much easier money.
Yep.
But it's like, it don't feel right.
It doesn't.
I don't want to do that shit. But that's one thing I do envy the young people about. They had the luxury of being ignored by our generation, right? So when they started doing things, a lot of them made it a point to not ignore the people who supported them.
Yeah.
Then they built fan bases that just liked them. So they can do whatever.
Yeah.
They can do comedy and then music and then a podcast and then skits and then drop a clothing line, all that shit. And the people just gonna fuck with it because it's them. And I'm like, damn, we should have been nicer to you little shits.
That shit's kind of been keeping me alive for the past 16 years or so, but it only does so much, especially when I'm trying to be a real actor and all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we out here just trying to live life and be creative, man. And I've fucked with you for so long. Dormtainment, y'all are my dudes. Y'all are always, you guys always pull up for me when I need. And hey, man, thanks for coming through.
Hey, man, thanks for having me again. It's an honor to be on. I watched it. I'm a fan, so
appreciate it.
To see myself on here is dope.
You ain't been on since like 2 years ago, huh?
I think 4, bro. Before the pandemic. No, before the pandemic, bro.
The podcast is only 3 years old.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No, but I was on before the pandemic.
Yes.
Before we even thought. I think it was like the year before.
It's probably that first year, so.
Yeah, it was me and Rome came on.
Yeah. That was a good episode.
Yeah, man.
Well, shit, y'all. Thank you for watching another episode of No Chaser Podcast. Make sure you follow Mike Dam on everything, especially his music.
New single dropping April 28th. Hard to find, man. This is the one, guys. Go listen to it. You'll love it.
Buy some pans from it, too.
Buy some fucking pans, man. All right, y'all. Hey, make sure you like, comment, all that bullshit. I'm Tim Chantarangsu.
I'm Ricky Shucks.
Bye.
Yeah.
So.